Welcome back to the morning show here on Park City Television. Right now, today, Monday, is the first day back for Park City students. Parents are getting their kids all the way back to school today, and everyone's back in gear. And for that, we have Melinda Colton, who's the Director of Communications for the Park City School District, to let us know everything that's happening in the coming weeks as schools get ready for these last couple weeks to shut down for the semester. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thank
Excellent.
you.
Good, good. So now is kind of a crazy time of the year. Obviously, we get back from spring break, and it's the kind of final push towards the end of the semester. I know for me, I only have about a week left of classes down at the University of Utah, and it's really crunch time right now. So what's happening? I'm sure there's going to be a lot coming up at the schools.
There are. Our biggest thing that I'd like to talk about this morning is the fact that it's our end of year testing. And so when you consider that we've taught these students all year, and now we've had, mid-year testing, start of the year testing, now is a chance to see if what we have taught has stuck, kind of a thing. And so we've got a lot of schools today are starting with the SAGE assessment, which is our state mandated testing, and we would encourage students to really do their best on that and to take it. Not to opt out, but to take it and see kind of, how they're doing compared to others in the state. And then we also have our own testing system called Galileo, and schools are starting that. So these end of year assessments will take place from now really until the first week of June. And kind of here and their schools will let each parent know when those are. And so, simple basic information like make sure your kids get to bed at a decent hour the night before, make sure that you send them off with a good breakfast, and talk to them about taking it seriously, doing their best, at least trying to answer every question. Those are just some real basic things to kind of review with your child.
And what is this? What is the data from these tests? What does it provide to the school district? What information or knowledge does it provide to the Board of Educators here in the state?
What it does is, well, your state assessment allows us to see where we are compared to other schools. But most importantly, the data is used in the classroom by our teachers to look at, oh, these are the things I did really well on, or this is how I'm going to adjust my instruction next year to make sure that we capture some of those things. Our students in Park City do incredibly well. They're incredibly intelligent, and I think that's in part because of the focus in our homes, but I also think the large part of it is the incredible educators that we have day in and day out that are teaching these things to our students. And so it really, I think more than anything, allows our teachers to say, wow, you're on the right track. Wow. You're doing some great things. The state assessment also gives us our state report card. And I know a lot of parents don't really care about that, but we have some schools that would really, based out of their own personal pride, would like to get their scores up so they can get a better score on the state report card. But all in all, it doesn't take a report card for parents to realize what a great value education is here and how well we are doing. Absolutely, and I mean, Park City School District is like a light on the hill, really, for all of these other school districts in the sense that the students here are world class. I mean, there's some of the highest graduation rates in the country, some of the highest testing rates in the country as well. So obviously, the school district is doing something very right here. I think a lot of that has to do with how focused everyone is on schooling here and education, and how willing people are to also donate and lend resources to students as well. So that speaks volumes. The generosity is incredible in this community. It's incredible in this community. Whether they have children or not in the system. I think that's great too as well. I think that's amazing. Let's talk about what are the dates of these tests? You said they're going to be happening pretty much until the end of school in June. And each school is different. It's different. So they should check with their local school. If not, I'm guessing that schools have already sent that information out to parents saying, here's the week of this is what this test is. The other thing I might mention that's going on right now that I think our public would be interested in is I believe we've closed the applications now for the superintendent. I was going to ask about the administrative. Every time I talk about this, it's just not happy news for us, but it's great news for the superintendent and her new challenges that she has ahead for her. But our consultants will be back tomorrow to meet with the board to kind of go through the number of applications that we've received. And then it's my understanding we will appoint a committee of parents that have students in the system as well as employees. And they will then sift through those applications, bring anywhere from 3 to 5 back to the board, and then they're going to begin their interviews. We hope to have a new superintendent by sometime mid to the end of end of May.
Wow, so we're in crunch time
Yes.
right now in terms of administrative roles.
We are.
How about Park City principal? How is that, the search for the Park City High School
That
principal?
he was appointed.
Excellent.
And so we have him coming. I believe he starts August 1. He currently is in Columbia,
Oh, very
teaching
nice.
at a school there, and is really anxious. They already have a home purchased in Park City.
Oh, wow. So he's very excited.
We just got really lucky on the incredible talent that he has. So his name is Roger Ababi, I think.
Okay.
He's not going to appreciate that. I'm not saying his last name right, but has some really incredible skills. And his wife is also a physician, and she will be volunteering part-time at the People's Health Clinic. Yes,
Wow.
until I think
Gotta
she
love it.
kind of gets back up to speed on kind of American medicine, and then I think she'll probably be a doctor here in town. So some really great
Gotta love it.
things.
So another great addition to the Park City
Oh,
School District there on the
yes.
administrative side. It's
Yes.
good to hear that the search for a superintendent is kind of wrapping up and coming to a
Right.
close. Obviously, it's getting to the crunch time position now. If parents are interested, is that committee going to be a selected committee, or can you apply to be a part of that committee? How does that work?
You can, and I think that the board is still, that's one of the things they're going to talk about the
Okay.
consultants tomorrow about, and so watch social media.
Okay.
And we will ask for people being willing to do that. So the board really wants to involve the public and the community, and we've done that as far as finding out all of the different qualities that
Absolutely.
they're looking for, and so we're basically looking for Superman or Superwoman. And so we really need that kind of person here, and I think it's going to be a wonderful, exciting time as we begin another school year down the road and have a new person at the helm.
Have a new person at the helm as well. Anything else that's big that's happening in the coming months here for the school district? Other than that, if not, where can parents keep up to date? Obviously, the Park City School District website and the newsletter
Right.
there.
Yes, PC Schools. .us, that's that. And then also we do a lot of social media. I mean, daily I'm
Yes,
posting
you do
things.
really great about social
Facebook
media.
and Instagram, and then also Twitter. That's really the three that we tend to use the most. So stay tuned to that, and then when we find there's things that they really need to know right away, PCSD chat we're still using.
Excellent. Melinda,
Okay.
thank you so much.
Thanks,
Appreciate
David.
it for always updating us on everything that's happening in the school district. Sounds like some pretty big changes are coming with the superintendent here. By the month of May, we got a new principal here who will be here very soon, and a lot of school-wide testing to be happening. So prepare your students for that and make sure they get off to school with a great breakfast and plenty of sleep as well. We're going to get things wrapped up here on the morning show. When we come back, we'll be right back.